Super J and Mad Mike here, as always, here on the Wrestle Cave YouTube channel, bringing to you guys the coolest videos out there. This time we're doing a review of Payback 2017, a supposed Raw exclusive pay-per-view.
Yep.
Had some SmackDown guys wrestling on there, and I was pleasantly surprised with a few of the matches on the card, but I was totally disgusted by some of the matches that we saw.
Yeah.
Particularly the House of Horrors was one of the worst gimmick matches I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that shortly. But on the pre-show, we didn't have anything spectacular happen. We ended up getting Enzo and Big Cass against Gallows and Anderson in another meaningless tag team match. Went 5 or 10 minutes. Enzo and Big Cass ended up getting the victory here. Nothing spectacular about it. Nothing to wrestle over. No title shots or anything like that. So it was just a meaningless tag team match. Right after that, we had Miss TV. And Finn Baylor was his guest.
That was kind of...
And I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, they at least put Finn Baylor out there in the ring to, get him some exposure. They didn't have him in a big-time match or anything. So he was on a pre-show on Miz TV. Miz was talking the usual shit, saying that Finn Baylor was too small of a guy, this and that. And Finn Baylor said he's coming back to win the WWE Universal Championship. He's coming back for his title. And then the Miz is like, dude, do you know who the fuck is champion? Do you not know? I know you were injured and you just came back the night after WrestleMania, but did you see WrestleMania? Because the Universal Champion is now Brock Lesnar. That's right. Brock Lesnar.
That's right.
And Finn Balor's like, I don't give a shit. He's like, I fought big monsters before. It'll just be another big monster that I slay. And Miz just was shocked to hear that. And I'm sure Brock Lesnar was at home laughing with a few giggles with his little boys at home, his sons. And... Daddy's going to whoop Finn Balor's ass here coming up soon. It seems like. But Finn Balor ended up, giving a nice, sling blade on The Miz, and then hit him with that big-time running missile drop kick that put The Miz in the corner.
Which is badass.
I thought Balor came out, with that pop collar, with that leather jacket coat, and I thought he was kind of pimping it. I'm not going to lie. He
reminds me of you.
He acted totally confident. He was totally ready to go, out there. So, in my opinion, he's still got to work off a little bit of the ring rust, but he's obviously still confident in his abilities. He's confident on the mic. He's from Ireland, so he's got a little bit of an accent. But I thought he was money on the mic last night.
I did too.
On Payback. But we ended up getting the Payback, the opening video, which I always love. And it just showed you a lot of the matches. The storylines have culminated in people wanting payback, particularly Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. There was a few guys that were looking for revenge tonight. And the match, especially Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens, they're the ones that first started out the pay-per-view. It was the first match of the night for Kevin Owens' U.S. Championship. And there was a special stipulation that said if Chris Jericho won this match,
he's going to SmackDown.
That he's going to SmackDown Live. And it's been rumored that Chris Jericho's going to leave soon to tour with his band Fozzy and make a new record. And we thought this would be the end of Chris Jericho last night on Payback. We thought Owens would beat him down good, and it's not. Y2J Chris Jericho, he's on his way to SmackDown Live for who knows how long. He's on the blue brand now in the WWE. And I think WWE, sometimes they just... pick somebody to win just to piss the fans off or just to throw you in a loop, to confuse your ass. Because I thought, what is the point of having Chris Jericho win this? Kevin Owens just won the U.S. Championship at WrestleMania 33 28 days ago.
It's to fuck with your head.
Yeah, I know. Vince McMahon and the WWE always wanted to fuck with our heads, and they did here.
Yeah, they sure did.
But Chris Jericho ends up getting the victory. Chris Jericho had Kevin Owens in a lion tamer again. Boston Crab,
and then finger.
Kevin Owens got that one little finger, just like at WrestleMania 33, to the ropes to break the hold. And then a few minutes later, Chris Jericho took Owens on the outside, put his hand behind the steel steps, kicked those steps, and looked like it hurt Kevin Owens' hand or fingers or whatever it was. And Chris Jericho, a few minutes later, got Kevin Owens back in a lion tamer and was going to get him to submit. And Kevin Owens couldn't even grab with his hands at the ropes. His hand was so hurt. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's like, oh.
Yeah, he was like, he couldn't even open the hand to really, get the ropes. But Kevin Owens ended up tapping out. Chris Jericho's on his way to SmackDown Live. I'm seeing Kevin Owens win the title back, probably this Tuesday on SmackDown or within the next 10 days. And then maybe Baron Corbin maybe could do it. Maybe,
Never
you know,
know.
but they've invested so much into Kevin Owens. You saw him come out with those red, white, and blue American KO t-shirts. The whole stage is lit up in red, white, and blue.
And his
Kevin
face.
Owens, the new face of America. Great little, you know, heel gimmick they've been doing lately. And it looks like, I want to see that continue.
Me too.
So I want to see Kevin Owens grab that belt again from Chris Jericho coming up soon. But, let me see. After that, we got another return match for WrestleMania 33. And it was a Cruiserweight Championship match between the champion Neville and then Austin Aries, a double. And, of course, another great match. That Austin Aries started the pace of this match very quickly. It was high energy.
Sure did.
He hit that 450, or went for it within the first 2 minutes. He was hitting them with the, basically suicide dive to the outside ring, to the outside Neville. They both were very intense in this match. I really enjoyed watching it. I thought WrestleMania 33, they were one of the best matches on the card the whole night, including the pre-show and the main show. And I thought tonight they put on another good match, but just the way it ended was, horrible.
Yeah.
Neville just is totally destroying the Cruiserweight division.
He's a pussy.
Over the last few months. Neville?
Yeah, how he lost. That's a pussy way.
I know, but that's what I mean. That for months they've booked him as this, unstoppable in the Cruiserweight division, and then bam, tonight they've got to have him, cheat to win over Austin Aries. He grabbed the referee, threw the referee down, and then Neville got disqualified. Austin Aries said that he's got his number.
You're right.
Now, I thought
right
Neville is first of all a WWE name.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Okay, so. Vince McMahon, for the most part, 99% of the time, puts over the WWE names that, you know what I mean? So that's why I picked Neville to win here, and I thought Neville's just been so great in the Cruiserweight division, he's elevating it. Why take the belt away right now? So I see Neville losing it to Austin Aries in the next few months, but let him hold it a little bit longer. He's doing such a great job in the division. I said I need Kalisto to start seeing Kalisto. Wrestle some of these guys.
Not hurt.
Yeah, after he heals from, his attack and getting thrown off the stage in a dumpster, Braun Strowman. But, again, the winner, Neville, the winner was Austin Aries, but Neville kept his title because, titles can't change hands because of disqualifications. After that, we got the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys.
Great match.
Yeah, they came out and fought Cesaro and Sheamus. And you called it, Mike.
And this is my thing. At the end of the match, how they kicked the shit out of Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Matt got that big boot to the head. And I think that's the transformation of the broken
I hope so.
part. Because if you saw the beginning of it, he was talking like, his
broken gimmick.
Yeah, broken gimmick.
Right.
That's what I think that's going to happen.
It's been rumored that WWE is going to buy out the rights to use the broken gimmick for Matt Hardy. And you see, again, him doing little mannerisms and stuff like that. To delete! But then he's like, parties, yeah! So he's kind of confusing everybody. But
Which is perfect.
We talked about it before in our last review that they need to do something where Matt Hardy needs to get knocked out storyline-wise or something like that to where he goes broken. Yeah, just like yesterday. He's getting the shit kicked out of him after the match. The Hardys retained the Raw Tag Team titles. And then
Jeff
Cesaro
got beat the shit.
Yeah, and then Cesaro and Sheamus got their ass. Cesaro and Sheamus turned heel and started kicking the shit out of the Hardy Boys.
And Jeff Hardy lost a fucking tooth.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy lost a fucking tooth. Cesaro was beating the shit out of him on one ring post and bashing his face into the ring post. And then Sheamus kicked Jeff Hardy from behind. Sheamus was beating the shit out of Matt Hardy, throwing his fucking head into the steel post. Yeah, man, the Hardy Boys got their ass kicked last night.
I think from this day forward, we're going to see more of that.
More of the broken gimmick, hopefully? Yeah, I agree. I hope to see that. I was hoping that Cesaro would get another singles run, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. It looks
you never know.
Looks like they're keeping Cesaro and Sheamus together as a tag team.
Yeah.
To strengthen that tag team division on Monday Night Raw. And the Hardy Boys obviously are going to continue this rivalry with Cesaro and Sheamus.
Because I think the next pay-per-view is what, Extreme Rules?
Yeah. Yeah, Extreme Rules.
I think that's where It's not going to be the Hardy Boys.
It's going to be the Broken.
It's going to be the Broken.
That would be awesome. That would kick ass.
Yep.
I definitely want to see the Broken gimmick
Me too, man.
come to WWE. I just want it to be done well, especially after seeing the House of Horrors match. Again, we'll talk about that here shortly, but one of the worst matches in the history of WWE.
The idea of it was fucking cool.
Yeah, but the follow-through was garbage.
Yes.
After that, we got a Raw Women's Championship match. We had the champion Bayley
good match.
against Alexa Bliss. Yeah, Bayley came out, man. You saw this fire inside of her. She was in her hometown of San Jose, California. You know, she was gleaming she was glowing with just happiness. And Alexa Bliss went into the ring, always with her,
her attitude.
Her attitude. Went into the ring, defeated Bayley. There was a few spots in the match, one in particular where Bayley was trying to get Alexa Bliss in a roll-up, and Alexa Bliss pushed Bayley's ass, and Bayley went face first into the ring post.
Ass.
Yeah, you can't miss that ass. Bayley's got a rump roast down there, man.
Yeah.
She does, and Alexa Bliss threw Bayley face first into the. Well, Alexa Bliss countered Bayley's pinning maneuver, and then Bayley went head first right into the steel post. She missed the turnbuckle, went right into the steel post. And then after that, Alexa Bliss picked her up, basically, and got her into a DDT, like an even flow Raven-style DDT, like Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah.
Like a DDT styled her. And that was it, 1, 2, 3. Bayley was obviously emotionally upset. And Alexa Bliss, the first ever woman in this post-brand extension era here in 2016-2017, the first woman to win both the Raw and SmackDown women's titles on both shows.
Congratulations.
So, congratulations to Alexa Bliss. Obviously one of the best heels in the company. Yeah. She's came to Monday Night Raw, after being the top heel on SmackDown Live. I thought Charlotte would for sure, fit right in with SmackDown because you got these great women wrestlers over there. So Charlotte's going to be fine. She's that alpha male in the women division. But then you have Alexa Bliss, who leaves SmackDown Live, goes to Monday Night Raw,
and is the first chick to
win both titles. But she's gone over to Raw and even improved herself.
Yep.
Just the way she looks, she's totally disgusted with everybody in the crowd. She's totally disgusted with anybody she wrestles with. It's just. She is one of the best heels out there in WWE, hands down, men and female.
I agree with that.
So, Alexa Bliss comes out with the victory there. After that, we've got our House of Horrors match, and it was a horror show.
Yeah. A limousine pulls up. And
Randy Orton pulls up in a limousine. He's in blue jeans, still got an elbow pad on, and all of a sudden the door opens. So Randy, who opened it up? We don't fucking know. Casper the Ghost? We don't know. Yeah. Bray Wyatt, one of the Wyatt family, one of the Buzzards, we don't know. But Randy Orton gets out of this limo, and he's looking right across the street, and it's like this little country little house. And it's lit up in black and white. And one thing I thought was cool when it started was Randy, looked at the house, and if you looked at the house, up in the window up top, in the second story, Bray Wyatt was hanging upside down. His hair was dangling upside down, and Bray Wyatt was staring out at Randy Orton. I thought that was really cool.
And if you saw by the door, his logo was implanted in the
door?
In the door.
That's cool.
It was badass.
That's cool. Some things like that were cool. Randy Orton went inside this House of Horrors, and it's just like a regular house. And, Bray Wyatt, is a millionaire working out there for WWE, and they've got him. It's his house, like Bray Wyatt's House of Horrors match. It's like this, country house that's abandoned. You know what I mean?
And we're gonna do a match to show you how a real
House of Horrors match should be. We're gonna show you guys some cool things. One thing I did like in this match was when they were fighting, and then Bray Wyatt escaped Randy Orton. Randy Orton went into this room, and it had all these baby dolls that were hanging upside down by string. Now I like that. And I thought one thing that they didn't say was that Randy Orton, he got married again. He just had another kid. And I thought that's kind of fucked up the way, if you relate it to that. Randy Orton just had a kid and then he's doing this shit with baby dolls.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up. But they ended up fighting into the kitchen, and right in the kitchen, on the side of the refrigerator, the fridge was all dirty. The whole house was fucking dirty.
And if you saw the refrigerator,
it said, "We are here."
Yeah, we are here.
And I thought that was cool.
I mean, there was some cool shit in it, but the whole...
I didn't like the music the whole time.
Yeah, it just seemed...
The stupid music, it was...
Yeah.
WWE overproduces shit sometimes, and they put too much effort into something like they did tonight.
It should have been like the broken shit they did.
Yes. Yeah, especially they've got the Hardy Boys signed now. You'd think that Vince McMahon would ask for a little fucking help from fucking, Team fucking Hardys.
Extreme.
Team Extreme. And no, Vince McMahon tries to do this shit by himself and makes a fucking joke of the WWE in this House of Horrors match. They were fighting in this little kitchen, guys, and they were beating shit out of each other. They were trying to hit each other with frying pans. It was terrible.
And
the house looked...
fridge got...
the house looked so dirty. It looked like, like your 95-year-old grandma's house that's living by herself with her 35 cats. You know what I'm saying? That's what the house looked like.
True.
And it just totally, left a bad taste in my mouth.
Or what they should have done is when the Wyatts and the New Day... When they fought, that was badass.
Yeah, I thought they did that really well.
Yes, I did too.
And the ones like that.
Yeah.
And then Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, they're fighting, trying to hit each other with pans and pots in the kitchen. Bray Wyatt hits Randy Orton with a low blow, and then Orton's on the ground. And then Bray Wyatt tips the fucking refrigerator over on Randy Orton, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I thought, hey, that's showing effort. But Bray Wyatt was slipping and sliding all over the fucking kitchen floor. Did you notice that? Trying to go around the fucking fridge? He could have hurt himself. Pulled a hamstring or something.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Or something worse, torn a groin or whatever. Bottom line is, WWE did not put any effort into this, if you ask. I mean...
And of course, it was
They didn't put any thought into it.
Yes.
They put a lot of last-minute effort into it. It just looked like they...
And it was pre-taped.
Yes, and it was pre-taped. One thing that I saw in particular that I was not a fan of is, as you know, in California... There's a 3-hour time difference. So California, if our time is 10 o'clock, in California it's only 7 o'clock.
So it's still light out.
So yeah. Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton were fighting in the
darkness.
In the darkness here, wherever they were, for the House of Horrors, in that house. And then when they were fighting back on the way back to the arena, they're fighting on TV here in the dark, and all the fans inside the arena, it's daytime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fans hate when you try to just fool them and you...
Make us look stupid.
You don't think it through and you make us fans look stupid. Those people that paid hard-earned money to see that fucking show last night should not have been slapped in the face by WWE like they were when Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton are fighting outside in this House of Horrors match, and where it's fucking pitch black and then it's light outside.
Yeah.
I just
at
thought
least
that
make the shit look real, man.
At least think it through,
yeah.
You know what I mean, of what the fuck's going on. At least understand that you are in a different time zone, and that it's going to be light outside when you're fighting, when you're showing a pre-packaged or a pre-taped fight between Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, and then it was just a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt ended up walking out of this House of Horrors. He's escaping his own House of Horrors.
And getting into...
Shouldn't it have been Randy Orton that fucking went to the House of... shouldn't have been Randy Orton that was escaping the House of Horrors?
It should have been Bray Wyatt doing his little walk, and Randy Orton should be walking out of
Yeah, Randy Orton should be running for his life out of this House of Horrors. Yeah. But instead, you saw Bray Wyatt doing that. You saw Bray Wyatt walking out of here for his life. Bray Wyatt gets into the limo and says, "Get me to the arena." Now, what the fuck's up with that? Who's driving the limo? You know what I mean? Second of all, if you're driving the fucking limo and you drive Randy Orton to the fucking house and then Bray Wyatt gets in the limo, what the fuck are you doing leaving your fucking guy that you fucking drove there?
You used to drive a taxi cab and you know.
Yes. Drove a taxi cab for a few months, like 6-7 years ago. But dude, what the fuck is going on? You don't just leave somebody at the fucking house. Anyway, it was fucking mess. All right, it was just a mess. Bray Wyatt ended up coming back into the arena later in the show. Right after that, we ended up getting Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe.
Yep.
Samoa Joe was kicking Seth Rollins' ass. He was destroying him, dude, like a destroyer does.
Yep.
Seth Rollins got a few, hits in. He also hit that, phenomenal, or not phenomenal, that great frog splash off the top, which is like fucking, gets total air underneath him when he goes up there for that frog splash.
And they keep
it's getting better and better. That should be his fucking finishing move.
Yes.
Fuck this knee to the face.
And they should have, with his knee being bad, dude. That's all they talk about now.
Yeah, and then his finishing move
his
finishing move is where he,
Yeah.
where he takes his knee and throws it into a motherfucker's head. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Anyway,
I have a hurt knee, but I'm gonna put my knee in your face.
Yes. Samoa Joe ended up getting the victory. I'm sorry.
No,
Seth Rollins ended up getting the victory here,
which was
stupid. Which was just like a roll up he got him in and won it. What the fuck was up with that? I mean, he basically gets a cheap victory so Seth Rollins can keep pushing him to this main event level scene. But Samoa Joe has been booked as a destroyer, was destroying Seth Rollins all the way through the match, and then Seth Rollins rolls him up to get a victory. I thought it was stupid. I thought Samoa Joe should have been the victor here. The way the match was, I picked Seth Rollins to win the match on our preview and predictions, but the way the match was built up, Samoa Joe was destroyed. Samoa Joe should have just, continued to destroy him and got disqualified or something like that. That's the way they could have ended it and made Samoa Joe look good. Instead of having Samoa, I don't give a fuck if they think it makes Samoa Joe look good if he only got rolled up and lost, but it still makes him look bad regardless, wins or losses, because Samoa Joe is the destroyer. I expect Samoa Joe to destroy people.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was probably the match of the night, though, along with the Hardys versus Cesaro and Sheamus. The Braun Strowman and...
Now we're back to the House of Horrors match.
Yeah. Right after that, we got the House of Horrors Part 2, which they wanted to go ahead and put people through all this horrors
the end
once more.
Of the match.
You like Jinder Mahal coming out and fucking hitting Randy Orton in the back of the head with the title?
Because the reason I like that, I mean, not a fan of it, but I kind of liked it how it's going to work now. How they're going to fight at...
at Backlash?
Yeah. So I kind of could see...
I would like
they did that,
but they made Bray Wyatt look like shit. Bray Wyatt had to get and then Michael Cole right after Randy Orton hit the RKO and got the victory. I'm sorry. Right after Bray Wyatt hit Randy Orton with his sister Abigail, Michael Cole is saying that Bray Wyatt won the match with a bit of an assist by Jinder Mahal. What the fuck does Bray Wyatt need an assist for in this match, in his own creation of a match, the House of Horrors?
That's true.
It's fucking stupid.
Actually. Yes.
You know what I mean? And Jinder Mahal and his little two lackeys, the Bollywood Boys, the Singh brothers, whatever the fuck their names is, they're terrible.
They could have had it.
They're terrible, bro. They're. Did you see Randy Orton? When he was side by side with these guys,
like this big.
They're like fucking 3'5", dude.
Yeah.
They're like half of Randy Orton. Randy Orton's just throwing them around, dude. And I just thought that was.
You know what? And that's true. You made a good point with that. They should have attacked Randy Orton after the match.
Yes, or Tuesday. Why not wait till SmackDown Live? You still got 3 weeks before that Backlash pay-per-view.
Is it 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks. But still, Jinder Mahal did not need to help Bray Wyatt win his match.
True.
Bray Wyatt should have won the match by himself. After he fucking had to retreat from his own House of Horrors and get into Randy Orton's limousine. It was fucking stupid. After that,
we got the main event. With the big dog.
It was the big dog. It's his yard now.
Yep.
Going up against Braun Strowman, the Mountain of a Man. Now, Braun Strowman kicked Roman Reigns' ass 8 days after WrestleMania 33. He tipped him over in an ambulance, threw him in a gurney off of a loading dock, strapped in. Roman Reigns was strapped in, got his ass kicked.
And man, he only had a hurt arm and some broken ribs.
Yeah, Roman Reigns comes out to Payback with his arm in the sling. Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman put on a physical match. That's what you get when you get these guys. When you get Braun Strowman, who is the next big thing in WWE, and he's going up against one of WWE's best and finest, which is Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is a big guy. When you put him up against a Brock Lesnar or a Braun Strowman, and you put those guys in there to fight,
they're going to fight.
You get good results.
Yep.
And that's what we had yesterday. Everybody keeps shitting down the Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns matches, but they fucking put on a show, dude. Last match they had a couple months ago was a gimmick match. It was like a street fighter or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman put on a show. Roman Reigns won that match. Braun Strowman got the victory back here tonight. Braun Strowman kicked Roman Reigns' ass, chokeslammed him on top of an announcer's table, continued to beat the shit out of him in the ring and out. Braun Strowman ended up getting the victory here after hitting him once with a power slam, running, spinning power slam, and then hit the motherfucker again with the second one.
And when he did it the first time, Roman Reigns is there, and he's laying there. Oh, he kicked out. And his arm was like this.
Yes. Yes.
Just real like.
Yes.
I'm like, that's a fucking kick out. Come on, man.
I'm so happy that they gave Braun Strowman this victory here.
Yep.
I thought he truly deserves it. He is on a collision course with Brock Lesnar this summer at WrestleMania. I'm sorry.
SummerSlam.
He is on a collision course
Or at the Great
Brock
Balls.
Lesnar. I'm picking Great Balls of Fire. That's where you're going to see Strowman and Lesnar. It's going to be the biggest Raw exclusive pay-per-view thus far. It's going to have Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. I think they're going to have a number one contenders match with Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules. That's going to be their rubber match because you had Reigns and Strowman each get a victory over each other now.
Yep.
So I think they're going to have, the rubber match, the third match on TV, on pay-per-view. And I'm not sure who's going to... Obviously, Braun Strowman has to win if he's going to go on and fight Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm picking Braun Strowman to continue the rivalry here with Roman Reigns, but Braun Strowman eventually move on to Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion. And right after the match, Braun Strowman kicked Roman Reigns' ass again. He just won't stop kicking Reigns' ass. And the funny thing is, WWE, they keep talking about, how the fans shit all over Roman Reigns. Well, they know that all these smart wrestling fans like you and I and everybody watching the TV here know that
wrestling is fake.
Well, a lot of people don't like Roman Reigns. Most people don't like Roman Reigns.
No.
And the way they had it last night is, they had Braun Strowman kick Roman Reigns' ass again. The people going fucking nuts, cheering, again chanting Roman Reigns, you deserve this. You deserve this. As he's getting his ass kicked, Braun Strowman threw him into the steps outside the ring, was destroying him, and then goes back in the ring with the steel steps and proceeds to, basically almost kill Roman Reigns is what it looked like to me. Took the fucking steps up above his head, Braun Strowman, and went down right on Roman Reigns' stomach. And Roman Reigns was bleeding out of, he was like coughing up blood, like internal injuries or something happened. And it was just, again, Monday Night Raw, they're trying to give us more unpredictability. They're giving us more blood now. So we're going to leave you there. Super J and Mad Mike, as always, check out our reviews. We're going to give you more reviews on Raws and SmackDowns. So check us out, like, comment, subscribe, check out our action figure matches, the best action figure collection, the coolest dudes. Check us out. Wrestle Cave. Peace.